And a very good morning. My name is Rashida, and today I will be presenting to you my incomplete paragraph. My incomplete enumerated paragraph outlining. So here is an example of an incomplete paragraph outlining. Here, this is Roman number 1, which represents the topic sentence. In the topic sentence, you have two main components that you must have, which is main topic and also the controlling idea. Under the topic sentence, in other words, your controlling idea must be supported, and with that it is represented in uppercase A, B, and C, which represents subpoints. Yes, subpoints. So uppercase A, B, and C are the subpoints that supports the controlling idea. Under uppercase A, we have Arabic number 1, which supports uppercase A, and under Arabic number 1, we have lowercase a, which represents subpoints, and I did not mention this, but number 1 represents subpoints, which supports uppercase A. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, here we have my complete numerative paragraph outlining. I'm going to start from the top, which is the topic sentence, which I mentioned to you just now that topic sentence must have main topic and also controlling idea. From here you can see that I bracket this sentence, which represents the topic sentence, and in here we have main topic, which is social problem, and the controlling idea is caused by 3 contributing factors, and here I have 3 subpoints that supports the controlling idea, which is represented by uppercase A. Uppercase A is the subpoints, the first subpoints that supports the controlling idea, and here is the arrow that that I arrowed to the influence of peers. Here you know that this is the controlling idea that supports the controlling idea in the topic sentence. Under uppercase A, we have Arabic number 1, which is our subpoints. The Arabic number 1 has a controlling idea also, which supports the first controlling idea in uppercase A, which supports controlling idea in the topic sentence. Under Arabic number 1, we have lowercase a, which represents subpoints. Here you can see that I've arrowed from Arabic number 1, I've arrowed it down to lowercase a. Okay, that is my first subpoints. My second subpoint is B, uppercase B. Under uppercase B, we have Arabic number 1, which represents subpoints. Under Arabic number 1, we have lowercase a, which is the subpoints, which supports the controlling idea in Arabic number 1. And Arabic number 1 controlling idea is mental abuse, so I've supported the mental abuse to lowercase a, which is the parent making their children feel worthless. Okay, under uppercase B, we have Arabic number 2, which is the second subpoints under subpoint. Under subpoints, which is represented by uppercase B. Under Arabic number 2, we have lowercase a, which is the subpoints. Here, I want to tell you that uppercase a lowercase a only supports the controlling idea above Arabic number 2. It does not support Arabic number 1. Okay, the last subpoints that I have is uppercase C. Under uppercase C, we have Arabic number 1, and under Arabic number 1, we have lowercase a and lowercase b, which means these two subpoints supports the controlling idea in Arabic number 1, and Arabic number 1 supports the controlling idea in uppercase C. So I can conclude that under uppercase A, we have Arabic number 1. Under Arabic number 1, we have lowercase a. In uppercase B, under that we have Arabic number 1, and under Arabic number 1, we have lowercase a. And under uppercase B, we have Arabic number 2. Under Arabic number 2, we have lowercase a. And lastly, we have C, uppercase C. Under uppercase C, we have Arabic number 1. And under Arabic number 1, we have two sub points, which is lowercase a and lowercase b. And that is all from me.